Hello. Whoa, 2 Arsenals. I'm seeing double, 4 Arsenals. No, yeah. Welcome to today's EA FC 24. It's still not natural to say that. Match simulation. So I was doing some research into various things I could do for this. Because I need to record some of these. Wow, look at that. That drone's getting close to some people's heads. Yeah, I was doing some research because I needed to get a little bit ahead of myself in terms of recording, just because of work schedule this week. So I couldn't wait for your comments to see what you would like to see. Don't worry if you have commented on a match you'd like to see, a dream match or a similarity or a theme or whatever. That will happen. But yeah, in doing my research, I found that there's a second Arsenal in Argentina's top division that's on this game. So I figured I'd do it. They are Arsenal de Sarandí. They are actually named after Arsenal. They are inspired somewhat by English Arsenal. And yeah, they've got an interesting little history. They're one-time Argentinian champions. So they're nothing to be sniffed at. But will they be able to match up to English Arsenal, who came second in the Premier League last season? So every player bar 2, I believe, on this team is Argentinian. And I think there's a Colombian and a Paraguayan on this team. So not a lot of international flavour. But Argentina is a hell of a country to take local talent from. Let's be honest. They are the current world champions. They are good at producing footballers. So let's see how this plays out, shall we? English Arsenal attacking from left to right in this opening half. Oh, and we're almost through there, but good defending. Now, Londoño. Do you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to find out which of the two. Oh, Londoño is the Colombian, so who is on loan, actually, so not an actual... In fact, both of the foreign players are on loan. That's funny. So all of their regular players are from Argentina. Brochero, however you say that, was dispossessed, doing some step-overs. And now English Arsenal going to try and do some attacking with Odegaard. Saka, back to Odegaard. Or Odegaard, or however you pronounce that first syllable of his name. Oh, little cheeky bit of skill there, but does not beat Sporle. Or Sporl, or however you pronounce his name. However, English Arsenal end up back in possession very quickly with Guzman. Oh no, sorry, that's who's defending. Ha! Looking at the wrong side. I'm getting confused between the Arsenals now. Pull back to Havertz. Surely someone's going to take a shot. But Medina ends up with the ball. I don't think a shot was actually fired at him. So here's Brochero again. Oh, given away kind of loosely, to be honest. Martinelli. Odegaard. Plays it to Saka. Dispossessed by Sporl. There's Guzman playing for that Arsenal, playing for Argentinian Arsenal. English Arsenal, high pressing. Look how many English Arsenal players. 6 are in or around that attacking third, trying to pressure the ball. The English Arsenal back line barely over the halfway line. But Argentinian Arsenal doing a good job of making slow and steady progress whilst keeping possession at the moment. Muschia, Bachero, Carvalho doing some step-overs, plays it to Londoño, who is on loan from River Plate and does put Argentinian Arsenal in front. In England, by the way. Or was it Bachero who ended up scoring? I thought it was Londoño, but maybe there was one more pass played. Let me have a look at this. Can't see the names because they're in white on the back of... Ah, you know what I think it is? I think that pass might have been passed towards Londoño, but it was Bachero who took it off his boot. Smashed it home. No messing. Let's have a look what name comes up. Lucas Bachero, I'm expecting. Yep. Oh, that came up briefly. I'm glad I was paying attention. Good grief. So it must have been taken right off Londoño's boot by him. Anyway, Saka on the ball. White. Saliba. I think despite Argentinian Arsenal's pedigree of having become the first ever Argentinian champions to have played in all 5 divisions of Argentinian football. Fun little fact from Wikipedia. Thank you very much. But despite that, I think people would assume that English Arsenal are the favourites here. But they are 1 goal down at the moment, and they're at home. But, can Argentinian Arsenal increase their lead before half-time? That would be a hell of an accomplishment. Not just to go into half-time ahead, but 2 goals ahead would be phenomenal for them. Is newest signing Declan Rice? Is he technically their newest signing? I don't remember them signing anyone after Rice, but maybe they did. But he's on the ball and passes it to White, Ødegaard, Rice, Ødegaard, White. White Rice, I've just realised that's a combination. White, Rice. to Saka down the right-hand wing now. Back to Rice, into, Nketiah. Havertz, back heel to Rice. It's very crowded in there, very clustered, but they're somehow managing to keep possession despite all the Argentinian Arsenal players. Saka, Ødegaard, Nketiah. Havertz! Good save by, is it Medina? Or was that a defender's name? I'm not sure. Yep, Medina. Good save. Half a second reaction time according to that replay. And very well done. Very well done. Ødegaard receives the short corner, I should say, from Saka. Nketiah. Martinelli. There's so many Argentinian Arsenal players in the box, but Martinelli, wow, held off his man, and honestly, very well scored. I feel like they should have defended better, though. They had enough players back to really just usher him out of the penalty area. If we look here, one defender is just like forcing him to try and go a little wider. The other defender should probably have put the tackle in. Just taken the ball. Strong finish at the near post, but could argue maybe the keeper should have done a little better as well. But it is 1-1. And it looks like it's going to be on as even going into half-time. But time will tell. But there's not a lot of this first half remaining. So there's a strong possibility we're going to see a half-time score of 1-1. So Argentinian Arsenal kick off. Gonna have to do something quite spectacular to still go in ahead. Oh, Rice comes away with the ball, passes it to Saka. And I think that's pretty much confirmation that half-time we're going to be even now because we're in the... Oh, dispossessed though. Maybe one more opportunity for Argentinian Arsenal. No, they had to play it backwards and the referee calls for half-time. 1-1. What a fascinating first half. I think maybe people might have come into this video expecting English Arsenal to run away with it a little bit and dominate this match. But Argentinian Arsenal had other ideas. They didn't read that script at all. So, Argentinian Arsenal to kick off the second half. Now attacking left to right. And Pombo on the ball. Spale? Rivero? There's no accent over the E, so it might just be Spal, but that just seems like an unusual Hispanic name. Spale sounds more Hispanic. Guzman. Going down the left wing. Oh, showing some skill. Goes past White. Can he get a cross in? Some step overs. Pulls it back to Rivero. Plays it into Londonio, who's on loan. Rochero, the goal scorer. Score another one. Could do. Does do. 2-1. What a start. Did Arsenal touch the ball since kickoff? English Arsenal, I mean. Obviously, Argentinian Arsenal touched the ball. But that might have been what I would call a perfect goal, where you kick off and the other team does not touch the ball and you score. I'm not sure. Maybe my memory's failing me. Maybe there was a little exchange of possession, but I don't recall it. And for the second time in this match, Argentinian Arsenal are ahead. And what a match this is turning out to be. So, English Arsenal, can they respond in kind? They'd love a perfect goal of their own without Argentinian Arsenal now touching the ball and get it back even. But, Argentinian Arsenal have been showing their steadfast nature with defending, their determination. Like, this is interesting because this is kind of their idols without them ever having, like, met them. Because, you know, the whole club is based on, like, at least the name is based on this other club, and now they're playing them. So, like, yeah, there's sort of extra motivation there, I guess. And maybe there's a sort of inadvertent, subconscious arrogance to English Arsenal. And Nketiah into the penalty area now, by the way. Pulls it back to Odegaard. Odegaard, can he get a goal-scoring opportunity? No, dispossessed. But yeah, without them being consciously arrogant or, you know, assuming it's going to be a walk in the park, just the fact that they're the basis of this other club surely makes them sort of subconsciously believe they're bigger than them and better than them. But so far, it's not proving that way. Guzman attacking down the left side now. Pulls it back to Rivero. Into Londoño. Rivero again. Londoño. Funny that they've got a player with the word London in their name when they're playing in London against the team they're based on, who are from London. Is that funny? Probably not. If you know of any other examples, by the way, of clubs who have a complete namesake somewhere else in the world, do feel free to absolutely let me know, because that would be a fun little series. Because as much as this team go by Arsenal de Sarandí, their official name, I believe, is Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal FC, which is, yeah, so this is actually Arsenal FC versus Arsenal FC, strictly speaking. Havertz on the ball, Odegaard for English Arsenal. Dangerous position here, they've got to get into a goal-scoring opportunity though. Saka, Havertz, oh, dispossessed. Oh, and Argentinian Arsenal just about get it away. Desperation defending, I feel, there by Argentinian Arsenal, but good desperation defending. They did it well. They got away with the ball, and that's what matters. And now a nice switch of the play there to Spale. Guzman. If anyone knows anything about this team, how you pronounce the player names, stuff like that, do feel free to let me know. Londoño. Oh, Bashero! Oh, what a save by Ramsdale. That was almost all over for English Arsenal. We almost had a definitive best Arsenal, and it was the Argentinian one, because I don't think English Arsenal are getting back into that with 20 minutes remaining from 2 goals down. Just doesn't feel like that kind of game that's going to be that quick fire. It's been quite a tight, tense affair all round. Saliba, Zinchenko. Back to Saliba? Gabriel? I think it's Gabriel, isn't it? Zinchenko again. Trossard. I think Trossard's a substitute. I don't remember seeing that name in the first half. Exchange with Martinelli. Pulls it back to Havertz. Oh, Odegaard, he's through! And it's 2-2. There are yet more twists in this tale. The captain has scored. And Odegaard, this is not his first video featuring on this channel. Do feel free to check out my very first EAFC simulation video, which was the Haaland episode, Manchester City versus Norway. Odegaard obviously playing for Norway in an international capacity. I won't give any spoilers for what happens in that match, but just worth noting and worth plugging some of my other content. Once you're done here, go check that out by all means. Londoño. Oh, good dispossession by English Arsenal. Now, can they score a winner? Can Argentinian Arsenal go in the lead for the 3rd time this match and potentially hold on this time? There's a lot of questions still unanswered here. Here's Odegaard. Zinchenko on the right wing now. Dispossessed. Guzman going to come away with the ball. Look at this. Really trying to sprint at English Arsenal, but then realises he's kind of run out of options to go forwards. Pulls it back to Spale. It's a throw-in for Argentinian Arsenal. And a substitution for English Arsenal. Jesus off. Oh, Jesus on, sorry, for Martinelli. And on the other side, Bachero off, Lopez on. Guzman. Sparley. Not a lot of room down this left flank, but they're keeping possession. And we will do extra time and potentially penalties as well if this finishes on us even. We're not finishing this on a draw. We want to know who's the best, right? Trossard. Oh, beautiful technique, but really well defended. Again, a bit desperate, last-ditch defending, but it was successful. And I suppose, at the end of the game, that's all that matters. Havertz. Jesus, the fresh substitute. Odegaard, second goal scorer for Arsenal. English Arsenal, Zinchenko. Tackled. Ball goes out of play for a corner. More substitutions incoming. That's Zinchenko off. Luis Frello Filho Jorge on. I'm guessing it's just Jorge, is it? And Carvalho off. And I didn't catch who was coming on. Let's have a look in the top left in a second as this corner is taken short to Odegaard. Played in. Sejas comes on. Don't know how to pronounce that name, but he's on. Now, here's the substitute whose name I can't say. Here's Lopez, but dispossessed. Strong defence by English Arsenal. Jorginho, or Jorginho. I think it's Jorginho. Londonio. Lopez, no. Now, look at this. Swift one-touch passing by Arsenal there. But it's full time, and we're going to go into extra time and potentially into penalties if the teams are not separated by the time 120 minutes comes round. The English Arsenal fans sound very unhappy. There's a lot of booing. I think they were genuinely expecting to just kind of run away with this, but that's just simply not the case. Okay, Rice has come off. And who's come on? Thomas Partey. Okay. So, oh, given away quite early in this extra half, in this extra time, first half. So we've had another substitution from English Arsenal. Declan Rice is off. Thomas Partey is on. Londonio on the ball, doing some step overs, plays it to the substitute Sejas. Don't know. Let me know in the comments if you are familiar with how to say that name, how I should have said it. Here he is again, though. Oh, look at this through ball to Londonio, but Ramsdale off his line quickly. Good goalkeeping. Good goalkeeping. Rolls it out to Saliba. And then played backwards. Okay, played across the halfway line once again. Havertz, Odegaard, Jorginho. Odegaard. Needs to pick out someone. Jorginho maybe can cross it in. This legend difficulty AI doesn't like to do crosses, I've noticed. Jesus. Oh, look at the skills from Jesus and the speed and the change of pace and the acceleration, which is what change of pace means. Trossard. Oh, I thought he was running it out then, but Odegaard has received the ball. Trossard. Saka. Someone have a shot. Chimino. Lopez, who I believe was a substitute. I don't recall seeing Lopez in the first half very much. If at all. Londonio. Aguirre, who might also be a substitute. Not familiar with that name. Lopez. Londonio. Lopez should have had a shot then, if I'm being perfectly honest. He was facing goal. Londonio had his back to goal. Always had to turn and got dispossessed on the turn. Jesus for English Arsenal. Breaking away in the last 30 seconds of the first half of extra time. Can they score right on the brink of half-time? Look at the skills by Trossard. And he scores. What an individual effort. There's still another 15 minutes to go. This one isn't over. But you've got to believe English Arsenal feeling confident now. And suddenly there's less booing from the English Arsenal faithful. Look at this. Lovely little bit of skill to beat several defenders, quite honestly. And then beats Medina at the near post once again. Again, being beaten at the near post so many times should raise some questions for the goalkeeper, but it was a great goal. Don't want to take anything away from Leandro Trossard. And great timing for the goal as well, right on the cusp of half-time. We're about to switch ends. There it is, there's the whistle. Is there yet another twist in the tail? Or is that finally the last bit of drama? Well, we've got 15 more minutes to find out. Ødegaard doesn't look happy. I don't think he realised he'd signed up to play 120 minutes. I think a lot of the Arsenal players maybe believed this was going to be cut and dry, and it really hasn't been. To clarify, the English Arsenal players, once again. It's very difficult commentating a match between two teams with the same name. Londonio. Oh, look at the... Oh, he tried to outpace Saliba, but good defending. Passes it back to Ramsdale. Plays it out to White. But Londonio still believes there's a chance here. He's still going to go for it. Great spirit by the Argentinian Arsenal players. And great high pressing. Vega. Cejas. I'm going to go with Lopez. Lopez needs to do something with this. Plays it back to Cejas. Oh, needed a shot. Someone needed to have a shot there. Gabriel comes away with the ball. Havertz plays it forward to Trossard, the potentially winning goal scorer. Plays it back to Jesus. Ødegaard. Saka. Shoot. Surely. Doesn't. Plays it back to Trossard. Someone have a shot. Why is the AI so unwilling to shoot? Saka was in such a goal-scoring opportunity position there. I don't understand why he didn't shoot. Oh, dispossessed high up the pitch. Londonio. He will never quit. What spirit by this player. And he takes on his man and beats him. White has managed to get back level with him, though. He's not giving up, though. Vega. Oh, taken off the ball by the English Arsenal defence. Great defending. Didn't catch who it was, but great defending nonetheless. And now Arsenal just have to play keep ball here. Running it into the corner. Havertz. Or maybe they want another goal. Maybe they want to make a point. Trossard. Ødegaard. Oh, there's time. There's time. Rivero out to Cejas. Or Cejas. I don't know. Londonio. Never quits. What? He's the spirit of this team and he's on loan, in my opinion. Oh, he has been in this game anyway. Londonio, Cejas. Londonio! It's a goal! We're going to penalties! I told you they wouldn't quit, and I said there might be another twist. And there is. My goodness. And who better? Londonio has stood out to me, personally, in this match as just having that never say die attitude you need in football. And in the very last minute of extra time, Londonio gets his reward, gets his flowers, gets his goal. I don't think he scored before in this match. It was taken off his boot by... I've forgotten his name. Hang on. I've still got the team open. Brachero took it off his boot, didn't he, for the first goal? But now he's got his goal. He's always been there or thereabouts. And he's nailed it. And that's it. We're going to penalties. And the Arsenal faithful, once again, incredibly unhappy with that situation. Now, can the captain of Argentina and Arsenal become a hero in goal for the penalty shootout? 2 goals in extra time. It was all even at 2-2. And then we had a goal at the end of the first half of extra time and a goal at the end of the second half of extra time. Wild. Jorginho up first. It was a weak penalty, but the little hop put off the goalkeeper just enough. Aguirre. Oh, Ramsdale pulls out the save. Medina's got to save something now, and Saka sends him the wrong way. 2-0 to our English Arsenal. Cejas. Whoa, good penalty. Good penalty. Ramsdale went the right way, but couldn't save it. Jesus sends the keeper the wrong way again. Londonio, don't miss. Please, please score. And he does. Cool, calm and collected down the middle. Cheeky little chip shot. Trossard. The goal scorer in extra time for Arsenal, smashes it home, and now all of the pressure sits on the shoulders of Chimino, or some combination of those syllables. Can he put this home? No! Ramsdale saves and breaks the hearts of the Argentinian Arsenal fans and players. But there is nothing to be ashamed of there. They were definite underdogs coming in, and they took English Arsenal all the way to a penalty shootout. It feels bad in the moment, But on reflection, what a performance by them. Wow. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Like I say, let me know in the comments if there's any other teams you think I could do this with. Share with your friends and subscribe if you're new here. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibeza, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.